How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here as we venture into another episode of Person of Interest, episode 19 of season 3. Continuing this banger season, so great. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this episode goes by. 4 more episodes left to go after this, I believe. So yeah, and especially with Decima on the rise, of course, after they've got the drives, they got the process, so they try to recruit Root Degria, but yeah, I don't think Root was having any of it in the last episode. I mean, we only saw her for small bits and pieces, contrary to episode 17, but it was still enough for, I guess, Greer to try and tap into the old version of Root, I guess, if we're going to use computer terminology here, so roll it back. Roll it back, yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this episode. So, episode 19 of season 3 of Person of Interest. Let's go.
In town to see a Broadway show.
Is that why you had us dress up, Harold?
For Broadway.
Theater?
If you'd keep an open mind, Miss Shaw, you might actually enjoy yourself.
What's the
That
show?
is true.
Mamma mia.
Yes! What the fuck?
Cabby's phone.
I mean, I would have just shot him, but...
He was a spy for the Americans in the Revolutionary War.
So Vigilance killed Leon.
Yeah, those
Have
bastards!
that vigilance wanted.
Does
Yeah!
Wainwright work for the government? Vigilance has sworn
Oh.
to end the government's abuse of privacy.
Augusta King, Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Give me a break.
Ah!
You don't want to be uncooperative with the federal agent.
You're involved? I don't want nothing to do with this.
Too late. One of Leona Wainwright's many...
Everybody, a favor. Just leave the heavy lifting to me. Like you always do.
By heavy lifting, you mean sending your goons and their black bags into that woman's office?
Do you want me to answer that?
The Fed...
Detective Fusco has offered to accompany me.
This trip to Westchester, is this some kind of punishment?
Why would it be punishment? Like, you
Got the car packed.
couldn't have predicted what was going to happen.
ACDC or the Dixie Chicks?
I believe I'm the one being punished.
You made it. Isn't this weekend gonna be so much fun?
They are being punished. This is gonna be hell for both. Well, more so Shaw. Reese will probably take it on the chin. Shaw, not so much.
Actually kind of look like Frank. Let's see how Harold...
Kind of looks like Tobey Maguire there.
Maybe Finch made a clerical error.
Oh, she...
Betty Harris
Oh.
actually look like this to you, Harold?
Yeah.
Not to me. I am
She looks friendly. Let's ask her. Excuse me. Have you seen...
Wow. Wow. What?
Is it something I said?
What did Frank do?
Find out.
Patty Harris.
Uh-oh.
You should have stayed home.
Oh, shit.
Well, Matthew's got at least one enemy.
Another smack! We'll have it under control.
It's all yours.
That's just so arrogant, like, help yourself, and it's empty.
Been pretty big for 20 years. But who the hell are you?
No worries. I forget who I am myself.
Oh, unless there's something up with Phil.
I'm fond of you, Frank.
Yeah.
Gave the brunette a promise ring, then slept with her best friend, the redhead, before having a fling with the blonde.
Oh,
His
damn.
mother used to dist.
Oh! It's a bit insensitive, isn't it?
Hey, room's occupied.
This is an emergency evacuation.
What? Why?
Bed bugs. You're now in room 304.
Damn. He really hates bedbugs.
Matthew next door?
Was just about to have eyes on him, thought I'd unpack first.
Good idea.
Hey, you know what? I'm here for a little sleepover with these two. Oh my god, look at how stacked they are.
While I turn the dial.
Wait, now you want to crack the safe?
I'm not just a safe detective. First, we have to break into the FBI's evidence lockup. Then we crack the safe.
Because nothing's ever easy with you, Finch.
I'm loving this.
You under arrest
Wait,
for stealing my heart.
fuck's sake.
Someone has to stop me from murdering you.
Hours of testimony I've heard, I can always tell when somebody's not telling the truth.
Well, here's the thing.
And the rest of us. How do you handle stress?
Every once in a while, I shoot someone.
That's gonna be Shaw's secret.
Betty Harris, I remember. She's a shy introvert. She couldn't even carry a
Hey, you
conversation.
think you know someone?
You're not Betty.
Oh shit. Oh my. Whoa! What the fuck? And that was a gunshot I heard. Silencer.
Claire?
Oh.
What kind of psycho would do this?
No, but I'm sure I heard a silencer go off as well.
They said you were fast. Who's they?
They said, whoa. Hi.
Guess they were wrong.
Vigilance. Ooh. So you were talking shit.
How's that for fast?
Yeah. Talk shit about, oh, they said you were fast. You're not that fast. Talk shit, get smacked.
Why are you here?
See the picture. Nah, he didn't just kill himself, did he?
What happened to Phil?
Shit!
A domestic terrorist who ingested cyanide to avoid giving me information about his underground operation.
Phil became a terrorist?
Phil became...
Sure.
He was... No.
Reese, someone's tampered with the parting gifts.
Wow.
Hydrocodone.
Same drug Claire overdosed on.
Wow. That was dope. Oh, shit!
I can't go on with my life after what I did to Claire.
Oh! Yo! Oh!
You wrote this? My suicide note?
Are you shitting me?
To hurt Claire. I thought maybe she'd like me more if she was
Unconscious.
relaxed.
Exactly how much hydrocodone did you slip into her drink, Doug?
You're a prosecutor. Aren't you supposed to be taking me to court?
I'm afraid the court.
Not being judge, jury, executioner. Hey?
This?
I'll stop playing Betty if you stop playing a killer. Torturing Doug so he could confess and then making his death look like a suicide? That's plain artistry.
What she says with a smile.
Killing's not the answer.
I don't know. In my defense, I knew you and the Big Lug could handle yourself.
So you let them... All right.
Location of vigilance?
You let them hear.
I just intercepted another coded message. Harold's about to be in trouble. Gotta go.
Shit. Oh! Oh, nice teamwork.
Always hated chemistry. Guys got the bladder of a 2-year-old. Be right back.
I'm moving as fast as I can, detective.
That is so cool.
The hell?
Oh, shit.
They were gonna kill the guard.
This is looking out for, like...
If you're harmed, Detective Fusco, please. We both know you're not a man of violence.
No,
You help
but he
people.
knows three people who
People
will
about to be in
commit
a lot of
violence.
That the government has a secret surveillance system that spies on us every hour of every day.
I'm not part of the
Go back to the intro.
But you are protecting the system.
Afraid I won't be joining you.
Why's that?
Because backup might have a different answer. There we go.
Special Agent Augusta King. Assailant escaped out the back.
Damn!
That is one scary chick.
Good news, Harold. Sean and Reese survived. You should talk to them.
Damn.
Well, maybe we can get together after.
Nah, it's not
I
happening.
don't do relationships.
Who said anything about a relationship?
Oh!
Revelation today as an anonymous source released a classified government report.
Well,
the report
shit.
revealed black budget items connected to an invasive surveillance system.
Government
Hells.
officials, including Senator
Hells. Oh, hells.
Tree will be protected, just not by your machine. And right now, you should be
Powder
asking who's
keg.
going to protect you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, things about to blow up.
Deactivate the program. We're no longer operational.
Shit.
Shut it down.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit's just exploded big time.
Gotta go, Harry. My dance card just got full.
Yeah. The schedule's just been absolutely whammied. Oof. Holy sherbets, I will say about that one. Oy. Oh boy. I mean, it was quite fun stuff, and I'd say, I don't know, quite a massive one when it comes to vigilance and all of that. But yeah, holy shit. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's just so insane in terms of like how they managed to force Control's hand and how the machine, yeah, in regards to the idea of the machine and how it's monitoring people and all of that. People are starting to ask questions, and even so, like, even with the denial of, okay, no, this is ludicrous and all of that, there are gonna be some people who are gonna side with vigilance, I would say. So, holy shit. And now, yeah, Root has Root is like, there is such a huge importance now with Root and her contribution now, with the fact that they've like, the machine has just, you know what, let's hey, let's reroute stuff, I guess you could say, to Root. Holy shit. In regards to the relevant to the person who has eyes on the relevant numbers. So that is just massive. Holy shit. Well, I feel like the game has changed up quite a bit. I mean, the fact that Root has all the relevant numbers now from the government is a bit of a big... Yeah, I mean, that's it though. When Control was like, shut it all down, it's over. Game over, basically. At first I thought she was going to take extreme measures in terms of, obviously, fatalities and all of that. I mean, she was pressured by the senator to call the whole thing off, really. And I was thinking, yeah, she's not going to do that. But she just did. So she's at a complete loss. So, yeah. Holy shit. And not just that, though, but, I mean, it's the fact that she had a file on Collier as well, so that she immediately... So I should be keeping tabs on Collier I mean, it's not like Vigilance have been a very secretive group. It's not like, you know, they do things in a very stealthy manner, so, yeah, but, it was just really crazy and all of that. So yeah, so it's just going to be very interesting, because one would think, okay, is this it for Control? No, I don't think it is. I have a bad feeling if they have if they're shutting down you know, if they are no longer taking in the numbers, the relevant numbers, if it's being redirected to Root and all of that, What happens then? I have a bad feeling about Samaritan. If there is a second machine, aka Samaritan, and that, you know, we know that is we know that has been given the green light to switch on and all of that. What if Decima and Control put their forces to... That is a scary combination. That is a scary combination to imagine. I mean, they're at a loss, but this is their second chance. With Decima rivaling against... Oh, because this whole thing can be avoided if Root joins... especially now that she's like obtaining all of the relevant numbers and all of that. This whole thing can easily be avoided if Root joins with Decima, but that's not going to happen. So Control might see this opportunity of a retribution. I've just kicked my foot on my desk, so that's fun. But yeah, they might see this opportunity for retribution and join forces. So yeah, but we'll see. I just felt like those final 5 minutes were just insane. The fact that they leaked that information about the Northern Light, about yeah, I mean, it is on brand as well when it comes to obviously their ideals, and yeah, it's just, are they going to get to that like point? And they did. They did. So, of course, you got the senator trying to dismiss everything, but people are aware. The word is out there that, hey, your government is spying on you. So, yeah, the world has learned about... I mean, the reports are very, very damning. Yeah, you're not going to take this politicians, being honest, right? Yeah, that's a realistic concept, right? Most 99% of politicians just lie out their ass all the time. So yeah, no, but in all seriousness, it's damning. It's just damning for the people. You got this report of this massive surveillance system that is spying on you every hour of every day. Yeah. And prior to that, there will surely be people who, you know, might put on the tinfoil hat, some could say, and speculate this is already a thing. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was just really, really, fascinating stuff, because they know they know they are screwed. Word out there is not going to do any... Like, if Vigilance have leaked these documents online, you got to shut down the Northern Lights program, right? You've got to shut it all down to avoid any kind of further disaster. So, yeah. As much as Control doesn't want to, but that's why I'm thinking with the rise of Samaritan, which we already know is going to be putting our main characters in jeopardy. We saw the statistics rise for them. I feel like this might give Control an opportunity to you know what, we've lost control. We have to shut down the Northern Lights program. Now we have to, yeah. I've got no choice but to sell also. Well, not that it's going to be done reluctantly. They'll happily do it, but it's this opportunity. Like, I can imagine that Greer and Control, they're going to join forces, and it's just going to be very, very scary stuff. There's already a nefarious element when it comes to Control, but now, like, with Control joining forces with Decima, it's a recipe for disaster. So, especially with this idea of these like two AIs, just yeah. So, oh well, but We'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But that's my speculation for potentially the ending of this season. But we'll see. But yeah, very, very massive stuff. And again, this was massive for Vigilance. I mean, not just were they a threat from the very get-go, because Leona dying was not something I had on my radar. And I'm just like, holy shit. And I had a feeling they would be involved with Reese and Shaw's antics at that high school reunion thing. But, I mean, they were just on fire this episode, with Vigilance getting the word out there, Collier getting the word out there. Yeah, your government is spying on you. This was a massive win for Vigilance, so yeah. But holy shit! And then there was that there was that confrontation when it came to Finch and Collier. It was just an absolutely breathtaking scene. So, yeah. I just even love how how Collier recited the intro, though. But his suspicions were valid, and he had to get the word out there to the people. So, yeah. But overall, this was a really, really fun episode. Like, I mean, obviously, like I've said, there was the whole dilemma when it came to Shaw and Reese just attending that reunion. And there was, of course, that whole situation with Doug and you know, it's obviously not going to be the most standout story, but there's a bit of unfinished business when it comes to, you know, justice for Claire. With Doug's involvement with Matthew trying to play judge, jury, executioner, essentially. So, yeah, but yeah, it was just very, like, it's still fascinating to go into Matthew's story as well, because of how he was essentially a bit of a victim in itself, even if he was going to be a perpetrator to taking Doug out of the equation, although he did say he could not go through with it. He's not a killer. So yeah, but there is this kind of victimization in terms of, like, what he's been through for the last 20 years and how he needs that justice, really, when it comes to Claire. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, there was some really, really fun moments. I just felt so bad for Reese just getting smacked left, right, and center there. So, yeah, but, I mean, there was just some really, really fun scenes and all of that with Shaw just, and Reese. They were both feeling the awkwardness and all of that, like having to be assigned certain roles that, you know, might be contrary to who they are and all of that. So, yeah. And it is that kind of, like, idea of, like, people can definitely, people could do a complete 180 in terms of their characters of who they were, like, 20-odd years ago. So, yeah, and of course, no one's going to be any of the wiser about... I mean, Matthew had a hunch about Shaw, didn't he? So, I don't know about Reese, but he had a bit of a hunch when it came to Shaw that you're not... What was it? Betty, her name? So, yeah. And it was just really, really fun stuff. So, yeah, but still, it was just really, really fun to see that happen. So, yeah, and like I said, the whole, you know, circumstances of that of that side of things was just very humorous. So, yeah. But yeah, and just the idea, obviously we did talk about Finch and Fusco being involved with... I've got to say, though, Finch trying to intercept that safe was just absolutely iconic with the X. That it just looked absolutely cool. But yeah, I mean, it was just... I mean, just in general, Finch and Fusco's combination was just nice to see. I don't think we get that too much. Whereas Shaw and Reese will do so, but it's still great to see. But Finch and Fusco, it's just great to see them two work together in terms of trying to obtain what, you know, Leona's files and all of that. So, yeah. And breaking into an FBI safe. So, awesome stuff. Even if it didn't turn out too well for Finch, because he had to hand over the files to Collier. So yeah, but still, really fun stuff this episode. Really enjoyed it, and it was a blast of an episode that is certainly going to be a bit of a game changer from here onwards, because, well, I mean, apart from the fact that Root has absorbed all the relevant numbers, it's been rerouted to her. I know, I made that same joke twice, don't care. Yeah, there is that. It's just a very important deal, of course, but there's also the idea as well that, you know, news is out there about, hey, your government's spying on you, and where do we go here from Control? With the fact that Northern Lights has been put to rest. And yeah, so yeah, I mean, Collie is in a bit of a dangerous position in himself, I guess. So and I don't see him surviving too much longer now that the cat's out. Like, I feel like there is going to be the sense of irony, especially with the fact that I think it was Collier's file that was shredded, that I feel like there is this idea that, well, he's kind of fulfilled a little bit of a purpose, really, in terms of leaking one of the big secrets of the world out there, that your government's watching you every hour of every day, etc. It's kind of like purpose has been fulfilled, and now he could die, really. So I feel like that is what's going to happen, and that him, like, he kind of set himself up for death, in a sense, that him leaking that information is going to be his Achilles heel, really. So but again, when it comes to vigilance, they will die for their cause. So this will be a similar situation, but to the ringleader, I would imagine. So we know that, like, a lot of vigilance, well, I'd say a lot, we've only seen it twice, but I'm assuming they will still kill themselves for the cause. And, you know, like, I guess, in a sense, Collier might have done that himself, because, again, I don't see him surviving for that much longer. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen with Collier. I don't expect him to live past season 3, but we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see, but it should be very interesting. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!